Hey, what's up, boys? What's up, retainers? YouTube, how we doing, man? Um, I have not made a video in a few days, you guys. I've been super busy. Been going through some changes around the house, and just been really busy, you guys. So, I just wanted to come at you with a little bit of information about maybe like the Jezebel spirits, some of these females that can come at us on semen retention when you go on retention. And you technically don't have to be on retention for this to happen, but when we do go on retention, it's a lot easier for us to notice these type of women. You know what I mean? So make sure that we have our antennas up, you guys, and we're very aware of all these women out here. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to read this because this says it all. I'll be able to break it down a little bit. But heard this on my way to work this morning, and I wanted to really make a video on this. So it's from Proverbs 7. I'm just going to get into it, all right? Keep my commands, and you will live. Guard my teachings as the apple of your eye. Bind them on your fingers, write them on the tablet of your heart. Say to wisdom, you are my sister, and to insight, you are my relative. They will keep you from the adulterous woman, from the wayward woman with her seductive words. All right, so this is talking about, obviously, adulterous women, women who cheat on their boyfriends and things like that. God does not like us messing around with those type of women, because they're obviously lost themselves. They're not women of God. Obviously, they're cheating on, whether it be their husband or their boyfriend, whoever it is. If they're acting promiscuous like that, that's a red flag. And that's kind of obvious information, but some people don't know that stuff, you guys. It's easy for us to get caught up in this love bombing type stuff to where we let women affect us to the point where whoever's showing us affection, it's like some guys get lost and they get addicted to that affection, that women give us. And it can lead you down a dangerous path full of pain and suffering, when this woman ends up, hurting you, ripping your heart out, and just doing what she did to the last guy. She's going to do it to you, God's telling us this right here in the Word. At the window of my house, I looked down through the lattice. I saw among the simple, I noticed among the young men, a youth who had no sense. He was going down the street near her corner, walking along in the direction of her house at twilight as the day was fading, as the dark of night set in. Then out came a woman to meet him, dressed like a prostitute and with crafty intent. She is unruly and defiant. Her feet never stay at home. Now in the street, now in the squares, at every corner she lurks. She took a hold of him and kissed him, and with a brazen face she said, "Today I fulfilled my vows, and I have food from my fellowship offering at home. So I came out to meet you. I looked for you and have found you. I have covered my bed with colored linens from Egypt. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let's drink deeply of love till morning. Let's enjoy ourselves with love. My husband is not at home. He has gone on a long journey. He took his purse filled with money and will not be home till full moon." Come on. That doesn't scream red flag. That's a woman, cheating on her husband and luring you in, to her grasp, with love bombing. She's basically saying, come on, let's go over to my house. I got a comfy bed. Let's drink and let's lay down. Let's fool around. Let's have some fun, while her husband is away. Bad news, you guys. With persuasive words, she led him astray. She seduced him with her smooth talk. All at once, he followed her like an ox going to the slaughter. See what I mean? We get hypnotized by these women because they show us affection. They show us love. For guys that are, not comfortable in their own frame and know their own worth, you're going to let a woman like this affect you. You're going to let a woman like this take you over. You know what I mean? And that's how you end up going down the wrong path, because you disrespect yourself by allowing these women into your life. Just because they have something to offer, they're going to let you be intimate with them, whatever it is. All these things that women use to coerce us into getting us into their grips. All at once he followed her like an ox going to slaughter, like a deer stepping into a noose, till an arrow pierces his liver, like a bird darting into a snare, little knowing it will cost him his life. Man, I've been in this position, and I know a lot of guys that have also been in this position, a lot of guys. So we have to be super careful, you guys. Don't let these women take advantage of us, This is a very obvious example. This is clearly a woman who's cheating on her husband and trying to lure you over to her place. There's lots of women like this, whether it be someone you meet on social media, anyone, coworker, a friend, anyone. Just if they have a man in their life, that's a red flag, and God doesn't want you to be messing around with them. Now then, my sons, listen to me. Pay attention to what I say. Do not let your heart turn to her ways or stray into her paths. Many are the victims she has brought down. Like I said, she's done this many times. Girls like this do this a lot. This is their pattern. This is what they get into. Her slain are a mighty throng. Her house is a highway to the grave, leading down to the chambers of death. Facts, you guys. That's the end of it. And this is just a message, to a lot of guys that are maybe experiencing, any type of female attraction or love bombing. These girls like to, that girl right there in that verse, is love bombing when she's saying, oh, I have a nice house, a nice bed with colorful linens from Egypt. She's talking about, she's just flooding you with all these positive things, so you end up back at her house. You know what I mean? And then she can end up being intimate with you, and then she gets you under her spell. This seems kind of like an obvious one, you guys, to not mess around with these toxic females, but a lot of guys don't catch on to this stuff, so hopefully that this is something that you guys can relate to. When we're on Semen Retention, we can kind of see who's who out here with our discernment and things like that. So God blesses us and we can kind of see that these females expose themselves. So we got to make sure that we're very aware of this stuff, especially these kind of women, these toxic women. But there are also other ones that I'll talk about in a different video, but they're even sneakier than this. This is an obvious example, but man, it's gotten a lot sneakier. They're a lot craftier, these days than just cheating on their man. They use other tactics these days. So, but this video, I just wanted to get into that Proverbs, what was it? Chapter 7, I forget the verses, but yeah, Proverbs 7. You guys check it out. It's all about, the adulterous woman and some of these toxic females out here. So stay far away from these kind of females. God doesn't want us messing with any of these Jezebels or these toxic females. So, all right, guys, that's my message for the day. And much love, man. I hope everybody's staying strong. And I apologize I haven't been making too many videos the last few days. Things have just been getting shaken up around here, and I'm just kind of getting grounded and, working on finding my balance and what kind of videos I want to make. So, all right, guys, till the next one, much love. Peace.